Hello! Today I just wanted to share a story from my life. So here I'll go. This story starts with an end. Just over 2 years ago, I found myself at an end. I was in a place in my life where I felt like everything good had run out. That there was no hope, not for today, not for tomorrow, or the next day. Like, that was it. There was no hope at all, and every day sort of became like a survival, trying to keep busy constantly, trying to keep my head busy, my life busy, not to pause, so not to stop, not to break for a second, because every second I paused, it was just turmoil inside, that just no peace. I was like a hurricane in a bottle. Inside I was raging, I was damaged, and I was in pain, and all that pain was sort of ricocheting around and at high speeds, and the pressure inside the bottle was growing and growing, and I was ready to explode and send shrapnel in every direction. It was like a caged beast. It was not good, and all the energy that I had just sort of was just trying to keep me some level of sane, trying to keep a mask, to just pretend like everything wasn't chaos inside of me. And that masking that pain and masking that internal battle was just becoming harder and harder. What I'd done is I'd shut God out of my life completely. I'd barricaded myself in a room like a child, and I'd pushed furniture and everything I could find and anything I could find in front of that door, so that God couldn't get in, that he couldn't get access, that he couldn't help. I was sitting like a child, sitting alone in this dark room in pain and afraid. And that's where I felt I was going to stay, I was going to remain, I was always going to be this person that was so angry and so hopeless, and just fighting for every day, fighting to get through every moment, because of the turmoil that I felt inside. I thought that was it. I thought that was the end, that there wasn't anything beyond the pain that I felt and the darkness that was around me, and that was it. But the best stories have a crisis point, where things seem the utter darkest, where all feels lost. Something incredible happens. Enter the rescuer. In this story, the father sees the child locked in that room, afraid and in pain, and he is compelled by the love that he has, that he cannot leave her there. He cannot do it. He has to rescue her, and she needs him. She needs to be rescued. So he comes in and he picks up the girl and he embraces her. In this story, that's what the father does. He sees the child and he rescues her. And I believe that's what God did for me. That piece by piece, he took the furniture down that barricaded the door. He broke into my darkness and he shone a light. He dealt with the pain, and he ran into that room and he embraced me. The hurricane that I'd become, of inner turmoil and lack of peace and pain and frustration and anger and all of it, he stilled. Where there should have been an end to my story, where it was only pain and it was only turmoil and it was only darkness, he broke in. And that's where my story starts today. That's where I've continued my story, where there should have been an end. I'm just getting started. God is just getting started in my life. And it's all down to him. Having been in the worst place that that I had ever been in, having been in the darkest place that I'd been in. Dark places now don't seem as dark. Hard times and storms, and they don't seem as bad because I know that his love is stronger than that, and he'll never leave me in those places. He can't. He is compelled by his love, not because of who I am or what I've done, but because of his love is so much stronger than darkness, and so much stronger than my inability and my fear and my pain. He is bigger and he is stronger, and I'm thankful every day that he didn't leave me there. I'm thankful every day that I'm not there. I'm thankful every day that I can experience his goodness. Because having him in my life is peace and it is security. It is knowing his love is everything. And so I'm sharing this story because I'm thankful for what God has done. And I really want people to know, I want you to know that if you ever feel like you are that hurricane in a bottle, or if you ever feel that you are that child alone and afraid in darkness in that room, then I want you to know that there is a God who has not forgotten you, that there is a God who loves you, and that there is a God who can bring you out of it. Thanks for listening.